I mean, because you're from the state.
Yep.
Growing up, but what was your impression of the rivalry?
Means a lot to the state. Means a lot to the game of basketball. But as a player now at Wisconsin, you try to keep it one game at a time. It's a really good Marquette team coming in play. We got a good team here as well, so it should be a really good day for basketball fans all around the country. But being, like you said, being from the home state, it just means a little bit more to you, a little more pride that goes in behind the scenes than maybe a guy out of state. But all of us are ready to go and ready for the matchup.
Were you a Wisconsin fan growing up then?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Badger fan?
Oh
Big
yeah,
Badger fan?
Bronson Katie and the Showalters, and Nigel Hayes, all those guys I watched growing up.
You remember any specific I-94 rivalry games that took place?
I don't remember any specific I-94 rivalry games, but I know, obviously the one last year, that one was fun to play in. I think they got us the year before that, 2 years before that. I know they went on like a free throw tip-in.
Sure, honestly,
but
2 years before.
Obviously they've improved greatly since Chuck Smart has come into the program and stuff. He's got those guys playing really well right now, so it should be a great matchup them coming into our place.
So obviously you mentioned last year that was Pfizer, the environment there.
Crazy.
Whiteout on Saturday. What are you expecting on Saturday?
Just like kind of it was at Pfizer last year, just with Badger fans this time. It should be awesome. Like you said, we got a whiteout going on, so I know the fans will be ready to go. Happy they got that going for them. But just keeping it the main thing. Basketball is still basketball. Still got to play how we want to play and execute our stuff that we're going to run. So trying to keep it simple moving forward. But there's going to be a lot of energy and atmosphere in the building for sure.
And it's interesting, man, because when you talk to the football players, something they say is like, "Oh man, Minnesota."
Yeah.
That rivalry is stress just constantly. I guess, is there anything like that with this? I know it's not quite as big of a game, but is there anything like that? Any extra importance added?
I mean,
within the program?
I would just say being from the state, there's the importance of it, that you take pride in wanting to win that game bad. But like I said, you try to just keep it a game at a time. Don't let the moment get too big for you. Just keep your head level-headed and keep that maintained throughout the game, and you should be all right. But that's all we're focused on doing.
What'd you learn from this game last year? About Marquette specifically?
Yeah, I would say, keeping your composure. They like, to get hot and bothered with you, pressure you outside of the perimeter and stuff. So just, staying calm, making the right play, not getting sped up and getting out of my game. That's one of the big takeaways I had from playing there last year.
And, do you have any, I guess I'm trying to get an answer out of you here, but you think about Marquette as a Badger, grew up as a Badger fan. Is there any of that ill will towards them there, or is it just another game?
I would just say it's another game. Okay. Really, growing up, I was a basketball fan growing up. Obviously, I leaned a little more towards the Badgers because that's what the whole family was rooting for and everything. But you try to keep it just as a game. Don't think too much about it, or else stuff can get out of whack and go opposite way. So.
And number 3 team in the country, obviously. What's the prep been like this week? Has the intensity been ratcheted up a little bit?
Yeah, just being super intentional about what we're doing, staying focused with the scout, what we're working on. Everybody's super locked in right now, but everybody's been locked in, since the season kind of got rolling here. So just taking it day by day, moving forward here, keeping the main thing, which is basketball. So
I want to ask a couple questions about you, man. I mean, you have a slightly different role this year. Your playing time, I guess, has dipped a little, but it's fluctuated too a lot. Like some games are playing a lot, some games are playing a little. What's it been like this year for you? What's been the difference in adjustments from last year?
I think a lot of things are similar. I got to do a better job of staying out of foul trouble here. You heard myself get in foul trouble, get on the bench with 2 then earlier in the first half. But, just staying disciplined, doing whatever's asked of me from the team, really. Whether that's, you got to go guard the best defender tonight, you got to grab 8 rebounds, 2 steals, take a charge, whatever it is, I'm willing to do. So I think that's what we have in this locker room, too, is a ton of like-minded guys who are just going to do whatever it takes to win. So whether that's a second, a minute, or 40 minutes that I play, whatever it is, winning's the main goal.
With how deep this team is, I don't know, do you get the sense that you guys are still maybe unlocking the potential that you have?
Oh, for sure. I still think we have a ton of potential to tap into. I think our ceiling's super high. Still trying to work out a lot of the kinks and stuff that we have going on, just clean up stuff defensively in terms of being solid and sound all the time, things like that, playing Wisconsin basketball. But we're headed in the right direction. We're definitely trending forward, and we all see it, and that just keeps you wanting to work hard every day. That's what keeps you coming back. That's why you love the game. So day by day.
Appreciate it, Max.
Yeah, appreciate it. You as well.